Hi, I'm Steve Albert. I've recently started doing some research on your great aunt, Mary E. Johnston. Research began at the Cincinnati Art Museum, where I was studying how certain collections came together. It was there I discovered your great aunt, who was a formidable 20th century modern art collector. I became so interested in it that I prepared a lecture on the topic. You can see it at the following YouTube link, or go to YouTube and search Mary E. Johnston, Glendale Historic, or just go to Google and search YouTube Mary E. Johnston, Glendale Historic, and you'll pull up the most recent annual meeting of the Glendale Historic Preservation. Forward about 12 and a half minutes, and that's when my lecture begins about your great aunt. A little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of the University of Wisconsin, both undergraduate and graduate. Worked for a short time for Procter & Gamble between undergraduate and graduate. Then I came to Cincinnati about 30 years ago as a partner at Grant Thornton, global management consulting and accounting firm. Then I started Health Carousel, which has grown to be about a $200 million healthcare staffing concern. I was able to leave Health Carousel about 7 or 8 years ago, and since then I've been doing fun projects like studying the art collections of the Cincinnati Art Museum. I'm interested in talking to you about maybe any memories you might have, stories, artifacts, anecdotes that you might remember your parents sharing with you, that you might remember of your own, or perhaps your children might even remember, although Mary died in 1967. The types of things I'm interested in discovering and preserving are any letters. Mary was a great letter writer. I'm also interested in whether there might be any journals. Might there be any diaries that might flesh out this great woman's life? Are there perhaps memories of travels? Your great aunt took all of your parents to Europe for their first trip in the 1930s. Finally, are there any photographs there of Mary or your aunt or your grandmother? This is a picture of Mary when she served as a nurse during World War I. I'm interested in archiving these materials, preserving them, perhaps for future researchers. Parties that would help in the archiving of your aunt's legacy would include the Glendale Historic Preservation and the Cincinnati Art Museum. Interested in contributing? I hope you might be. Love to have a Zoom call with you, maybe just to collect some memories, recollections, and create some oral history about your aunt. Perhaps there's something in the attic, a box in the basement, a box in the garage. We'd be happy to go through that for you and make copies of relevant information to contribute to an archive. It might be as simple as setting up a FedEx account, having you send some documents here to Cincinnati, either to the museum or to the Historic Preservation Trust. We'll copy them dutifully and send them back to you. I'm also in finding out individually. If you're not interested, that's fine. If you're kind of interested, I'd like to start making contacts with you. If you're very interested, love to work on this project with you. You can contact me at stevealbert@gmail.com, or feel free to call me at 513-827-2011, or contact Will. He's been helping me launch this initiative. Thanks much. I look forward to working with you.